as you navigate the profound and transformative journey of a twin flame connection, it's natural to experience moments of doubt and uncertainty. The path to union is rarely a straight line, and the ebbs and flows of energy between you and your twin can be both exhilarating and confusing. In the depths of your soul, you may find yourself questioning whether your twin flame's interest in you is waning, whether the intensity of your connection is fading. It's important to remember that the twin flame bond is a sacred mirror, reflecting back to you the aspects of yourself that need healing and growth. When you sense a shift in your twin's energy, it may be an invitation to look within, to confront your own fears and insecurities, and to trust in the divine timing of your journey. In this reading, we'll explore the signs that may indicate your twin flame is losing interest, and how you can navigate these challenges with grace, compassion, and a deep trust in the wisdom of the universe. The first sign that your twin flame may be losing interest to you: the gradual erosion of meaningful communication. It's as if the cosmic telephone line between your hearts has developed static, distorting the once clear signal of your connection. You might notice that their responses becoming shorter, more perfunctory. Where once you'd exchange paragraphs of heartfelt thoughts, now you receive mere snippets, devoid of the depth that once characterized your exchanges. You may see an increasing delay in responses. The instantaneous back and forth that once felt like a cosmic dance now has awkward pauses, as if your twin is hesitating before each step. Your conversations staying surface level. Topics that once led to profound discussions about life, the universe, and your shared destiny now elicit only cursory responses. The excitement that used to color their words when talking to you has faded, replaced by a flatness that leaves you feeling disconnected. This communication breakdown can feel like a slow suffocation of your soul connection. It's as if the vibrant colors of your shared world are slowly draining away, leaving behind a monochrome landscape of small talk and pleasantries. If the silence between you feels heavy with unspoken words rather than light with shared understanding, it may be time to gently probe deeper. Ask your twin flame open-ended questions that invite deeper sharing. Create space for vulnerability. Sometimes, the act of reaching out across the divide can be enough to rekindle the spark of communication. And if your words seem to fall on deaf ears, remember that actions often speak louder than words. Show your twin flame through your deeds that you're still invested in this cosmic dance. Sometimes, a gesture of love can break through barriers that words cannot penetrate. In the end, true twin flames will always find a way to reconnect, even if they must forge new pathways of communication. The key is to remain open, patient, and willing to adapt your language of love as your connection evolves. Imagine, if you will, a cosmic dance floor where you and your twin flame once moved in perfect synchronicity. Your steps were aligned, your rhythms matched, and your movements flowed together like celestial bodies in orbit. But now, you find yourself dancing alone more often than not, your twin flame's presence becoming as elusive as stardust in the wind. The divergence of paths is a subtle yet profound sign that your twin flame may be losing interest. It's as if the cosmic GPS guiding your shared journey has suddenly recalibrated, sending your twin on a different route while you're left wondering where the detour began. Remember those grand adventures you used to plan together? The trips to sacred sites, the midnight rituals under the full moon, the shared dreams of building a life intertwined. Now, these plans seem to evaporate like morning mist. Your twin flame's enthusiasm for these shared experiences has waned, replaced by a shrug or a non-committal maybe someday. The vows you made to each other, whispered under starlit skies or sealed with passionate embraces, now seem to bounce back to you unanswered. Your twin flame's word, once as solid as bedrock, has become as shifting as sand. Commitments are broken without explanation, leaving you to wonder if they were ever truly meant. Activities that once set your souls ablaze with shared joy now elicit only a flicker of interest from your twin. Whether it's exploring metaphysical concepts, engaging in spiritual practices, or simply enjoying each other's company, the enthusiasm has dimmed. It's as if the colors have faded from these once vibrant experiences. You notice your twin flame becoming increasingly absorbed in their own path. New friends, hobbies, or goals seem to occupy their time and thoughts, leaving little room for your shared journey. It's not that personal growth is negative. It's an essential part of the twin flame journey. But when this growth seems to pull them away from you rather than bringing you closer together, it can be a sign of waning interest. This divergence can feel like a cosmic betrayal, a rending of the very fabric of your shared reality. The ache of walking alone on a path you thought you'd travel together can be acute, like a physical pain in your heart center. Yet, remember the words of the poet Khalil Gibran. Let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of the heavens dance between you. Sometimes, paths must diverge for both flames to grow individually before coming back together stronger. The key is to observe this divergence without judgment or fear. Are these separate paths truly leading away from each other, or are they part of a larger cosmic design, destined to converge again with new wisdom and experiences to share? If you feel your twin flame drifting, don't be afraid to reach out and remind them of your shared vision. Sometimes all it takes is a gentle nudge to realign your cosmic compasses. Share your feelings openly, expressing how their distance affects you without blame or accusation. Remember, true twin flames are connected at the soul level. No matter how far apart your earthly paths may seem to diverge, your souls remain intertwined in the grand tapestry of the universe. Trust in this connection, nurture it with love and understanding, and have faith that if your bond is true, your paths will find a way to merge once again. Imagine standing before a once roaring bonfire, now reduced to smoldering embers. The warmth that once enveloped you has faded, leaving you shivering in the growing chill. This is how it feels when the physical intimacy between twin flames begins to wane. Remember how a simple brush of hands would send shockwaves through your entire being? How a single glance could set your soul ablaze? Now, these touches feel ordinary. The electric current that once flowed between you seems to have short-circuited, leaving behind a sense of disconnection. Where once your bodies fit together like two halves of a cosmic whole, now there's a stiffness, a hesitation. Hugs that used to feel like coming home now feel more like greeting a distant acquaintance. It's as if your physical forms have forgotten the dance they once knew by heart. The kisses that once tasted of stardust and infinity now feel mechanical, devoid of the passion that used to consume you both. If you do share intimate moments, they may feel more like a duty than a joyous union. The spontaneity and passion that once characterized your lovemaking has been replaced by routine or worse, avoidance. Those small, almost unconscious gestures of affection, a hand on the small of your back, fingers intertwined as you walk, a gentle caress of your cheek, begin to fade away. This physical disconnect goes far beyond mere touch. It's a reflection of a deeper emotional and spiritual distancing. When the physical expression of this inner connection begins to falter, it can feel like a betrayal of your very essence. Yet, it's crucial to remember that the twin flame journey is not always a smooth, unbroken ascent. There are peaks and valleys, times of intense connection, and periods of apparent separation. This cooling of physical intimacy may be a sign that your connection is evolving, moving to a different level of expression. Consider the words of Khalil Gibran: "Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls." Perhaps this physical distancing is an invitation to explore other dimensions of your connection, to find new ways of expressing the love that binds you. If you feel this cooling of the cosmic fire, don't despair. Instead, view it as an opportunity to reignite the flame in new and profound ways. Communicate openly about your feelings and needs. Sometimes a simple conversation can rekindle the spark. Practice patience and understanding. Your twin flame may be going through their own internal process that temporarily affects their ability to connect physically. Remember, dear seeker, that the true essence of your twin flame connection transcends the physical realm. While physical intimacy is a beautiful expression of your bond, it is not the foundation of it. Your connection is etched in the very fabric of the universe, unbreakable and eternal. In the sacred dance of twin flames, vulnerability is the air you breathe. It's the oxygen that fuels the fire of your connection, allowing it to burn bright and true. But what happens when one flame begins to guard their heart, to hold their breath? So how this emotional distancing might manifest. You find yourself pouring out your heart, only to be met with polite nods or generic responses. The reciprocal flow of emotional energy that once characterized your bond has become imbalanced, leaving you feeling drained and unheard. Secrets start to accumulate. Do you feel that there are aspects of your twin flame's life or inner world that they're keeping hidden from you? Where once you were privy to their every thought and feeling, now you're left to guess at what lies behind their guarded expression. When you do manage to broach deeper topics, you're met with defensiveness or deflection. It's as if your twin flame has constructed an emotional fortress, complete with moats and drawbridges to keep you at bay. You find yourself second-guessing your intuitions about them, unsure if what you're feeling is real or just echoes of what once was. And this veiling of the heart can feel like a betrayal of the very essence of your twin flame connection. Yet, it's crucial to approach this situation with understanding. Often, this withdrawal is not a conscious choice, but a subconscious defense mechanism. Your twin flame may be grappling with their own fears, insecurities, or past traumas that have been triggered by the intensity of your connection. If you find yourself facing this emotional distancing, here are some gentle ways to approach the situation. Create a safe space for vulnerability. Remind your twin flame through words and actions that they are safe to be their true selves with you. Show them that you accept all parts of them, even the shadows. Continue to be open and vulnerable yourself. Sometimes seeing your courage can inspire your twin flame to lower their own defenses. Practice patience and non-judgment. Understand that this may be a necessary part of your twin flame's growth journey. Avoid pressuring them to open up before they're ready. Engage in meditation, nature walks, or creative expression. Sometimes indirect approaches can be more effective in reopening the channels of vulnerability. If your twin flame does open up about their reasons for withdrawing, listen with an open heart. Seek to understand their perspective without immediately trying to solve or change it. Remember, dear seeker, that the twin flame journey is not always a straight path. There are twists and turns, moments of intense closeness, and periods of apparent separation. This veiling of the heart, while challenging, can also be an opportunity for both of you to grow individually and as a pair. Trust in the unbreakable nature of your soul connection. Just as the sun continues to shine even when hidden behind clouds, the love between twin flames remains constant, even when temporarily obscured. Have faith that as you both continue to do your inner work, the veils will lift, revealing a connection even stronger and more profound than before. Imagine gazing up at the night sky, marveling at the constellations you and your twin flame once mapped out together. These stars represented your shared dreams, goals, and the very path of your intertwined destinies. But now, as you look up, you notice the stars seem to be rearranging themselves. The familiar patterns are changing, and you're left wondering if you're even looking at the same sky anymore. This cosmic realignment is the essence of the fifth sign, a fundamental shift in priorities that can leave you feeling as if you and your twin flame are suddenly speaking different languages of the soul. Where once you shared a vision of your future, perhaps a shared spiritual mission or a dream of building a life together. Now your twin flame seems to be charting a course for distant, unfamiliar galaxies. You may notice a shift in what your twin flame considers important. Perhaps they're suddenly more focused on material success, where once they valued spiritual growth, or they're prioritizing individual achievement over the collective good you once championed together. Your twin flame may begin to gravitate towards people who reflect their new priorities. If these new connections don't resonate with the frequency of your bond, it can create a sense of disconnect and even jealousy. If spirituality was a cornerstone of your connection, you might notice your twin flame becoming less interested in the practices or beliefs you once shared. This shifting of priorities can feel like a cosmic betrayal, as if the very stars you used to navigate your shared journey have suddenly gone nova, leaving you adrift in an unfamiliar universe. Yet, it's crucial to remember the words of the philosopher Alan Watts. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. This shift in priorities, while challenging, may be a necessary part of both your individual and shared evolution. Consider that perhaps this realignment is not a move away from your shared path, but a widening of it. Sometimes, twin flames must expand their individual horizons to bring new richness to their shared journey. If you find yourself facing this cosmic realignment, here are some ways to navigate this challenging terrain. Create a safe space to discuss these changes openly. Share your observations and feelings without judgment, and invite your twin flame to share their perspective. Even if your priorities seem to be diverging, look for areas where they still align. These points of connection can serve as anchors as you navigate this period of change. Use this as an opportunity to explore your own evolving priorities. Are there aspects of your twin flame's new path that resonate with unexplored parts of yourself? And remember that the twin flame journey often involves periods of separation and reunion. This divergence may be temporary, allowing both of you to grow individually before coming back together with new wisdom and experiences to share. Even if your twin flame's spiritual focus has shifted, stay true to your own path. Your individual spiritual growth is crucial for the health of your shared journey. Remember, dear seeker, that the true essence of a twin flame connection transcends earthly priorities and goals. Your souls are eternally intertwined in the grand tapestry of the universe. This period of misalignment, while challenging, can ultimately lead to a deeper, more authentic alignment if approached with love, understanding, and a commitment to growth. Beloved seeker, these signs need not be the final chapter in your cosmic love story. They are but whispers from the universe, gentle nudges urging you to pay attention and take action. The bond between twin flames is eternal, transcending time and space. It cannot be truly broken, only temporarily obscured. Remember that every journey has its seasons. Just as the earth moves through cycles of growth and rest, so too does the connection between twin flames ebb and flow. What may seem like a loss of interest could simply be a period of introspection and individual growth, necessary for the ultimate strengthening of your bond. In the face of these challenges, let love be your guiding light. Approach your twin flame with compassion, understanding that their journey is as complex and nuanced as your own. Open your heart to honest communication, for in vulnerability lies the seed of reconnection.